Okay, we are here now with more testing. We are now testing the motor that is potted with the SE320 material under exactly as close as we can possibly do it to the conditions of the unpotted motor. As overview, once again, we have AC input power, we have mechanical output power, and then we'll look at temperatures. So the AC input power is 226 volts line-to-line RMS. We have a current that is 271.4 divided by 20, approximately, about 13 and a half amperes. We have DC voltage output of the generator. It's being used as a load mechanism of 123 volts DC. And we have DC current. It's reading here 49.3, divide that by 2 to get the DC current that is going into the resistance load. The mechanical part of the machine is the force meter has 22.2 pounds of force at a torque arm that gives us a torque that is very close to 15.9 foot-pounds. And Howie, you can go ahead and take the speed measurement. And we have a speed right now of 1703 RPM. Very, very close to what we had with the unpotted motor. So the motor is putting out exactly the same power. We've been running about 3 hours for steady state conditions. And now we have at the shaft end of the motor, the highest temperature of the thermocouples is about 117 degrees C. And looking at what we had in my test data, before that was about 150 degrees C. We have a very significant difference in the temperatures because of the potted material. At the fan end of the machine, we have about 107, 108 degrees C. Before we were on the order of, looks like 120, between 120 and 130 degrees C there. Howie will have the exact data in his test report. Looking at the skin temperatures, again, first we'll look at the temperature where the lamination material is in contact. That is where the lamination material is in contact with the frame. We're at 87 degrees, whereas before that was about 97. And where the potted material is underneath the skin, instead of air, we'll have a higher temperature than we did before. Now we're at 82.5, whereas before that was about 77 degrees C. So there is absolutely, clearly a significant difference in temperatures with this potted material inside the machine. And this is a data that is done to be as exactly the same operating conditions with two motors, with as much as we can reasonably control, having this motor being under exactly the same conditions as the unpotted motor was, and here we see the results. So that's a very clear indication of what the potted material does with these electric motors. And once again, we do believe that's a very fair and accurate assessment of the conditions, as much being as equal and the same as we can reasonably control. Thank you.